Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Our today's topic is disinfection, biosecurity, and metaphylaxis. In this topic, will be discussing with you the process of disinfection and disinfectants. Later on, a brief description of biosecurity and the concepts of prophylaxis and metaphylaxis uh, will be explained. Uh, so let's start with disinfection and disinfectants. Uh, at a form level, choosing a disinfectant, it's a complex process. So there is no one best product for all situations. You must consider the disease risks about which you are concerned, the type of surface you wish to disinfect, the conditions under which the disinfectant will be used, and then select a disinfectant that best suits your needs. So when using a disinfectant, it is important to consider some points. For example, most disinfectants, they won't work if the surface to be disinfected isn't clean before applying the disinfectant. Like organic materials such as soil, plant debris, for example, straw, milk, blood, pus, and manure inactivate some disinfectants or protect germs from the disinfectants active ingredients. Then chlorine-based products are especially subject to this problem. Right? I mean, they are being inactivated by some organic materials. Wash booths, equipments, or housing areas first should be washed first with water and detergent. Use steam and high pressure washers to clean porous surfaces at farm level. Disinfectants, they vary considerably in their activity against the sorted germs like bacteria, viruses, fungi, and protozoa, which are associated with livestock and poultry. In this case, plain vinegar, like it's about 4% acetic acid, it will readily kill the foot and mouth disease virus, but it's not effective against myobacteria, avium paratuberculosis, which is the cause of Johne's disease. Most commonly used disinfectants, they are not active against bacterial spores, which are the environmentally hardy life form of the germs that can cause tetanus, blackleg, botulism, and anthrax. So the spectrum of activity of various classes of disinfectant varies, and their application also varies, and it depends upon different factors, as I already told you about different factors which affect the efficiency of the for the use of different disinfectants. So it is important to select a disinfectant that will be active across a wide spectrum of germs under the conditions in which it will usually be used. Like for that, I would say check the pH, the acidity or alkalinity of your water. Hard water can reduce or destroy the activity of some disinfectants. Therefore, use the recommended water temperature for dilution or maintain at the recommended ambient temperature to ensure the optimal activity of the disinfectants. You must also know the shelf life of the chemical or the age of the mixture. Some lose activity quickly after being diluted. Another thing you should record when you mix each solution of disinfectant and refresh regularly. A solution that has been contaminated by organic materials like manure, it will have a decreased effectiveness. Another important instruction regarding the application of different disinfectants is that you should wear protective equipment if it has been indicated on the product you are going to use. Some chemicals, especially at full strength, they may be toxic or cause damage to skin, clothing, or environmental surfaces. Um, Disinfectants, they must have sufficient contact time with the surfaces to allow them to kill the germs. The required contact time, it varies with the product and the germs. So in any case, a quick splash of a dirty boot in a footbath is not likely to accomplish anything except to give a false sense of security. So it is very important thing that we should give some time, the contact time of the to the disinfectant with the surface you are going to disinfect. That is why it is suggested to allow sufficient contact time for the disinfectant to do its job, and follow the label directions closely, and do not mix different classes of disinfectants. So because this kind of activity can reduce the effectiveness of these disinfectants. An important thing is that in disinfectants are not to be applied to animals directly unless labeled for such use. For that, consult the label to make sure there are no warnings against using them around feeders and in animal quarters. And rinse the disinfectants off after the appropriate amount of contact time if animals will have contact with the disinfected surfaces, especially because when you are using different equipments at farm level, then it is suggested to rinse the disinfectants off after the appropriate amount of contact time. Disinfectants, they vary in their toxicity to the environment. For that, follow the directions for disposal to prevent environmental contamination. And antimicrobial agents used on the environment are regulated as pesticides by the EPA, Environmental Protection Agency. So this part is about disinfection and disinfectants. Um,